Hey there, Cancer, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your mid-month reading. This is going to be a reading from the middle of November until the end of the month, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Cancer, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. Just send me an email. And of course, if you enjoy what I do and want to say thank you, please consider buying me a cup of coffee or two. Donation link is below in the description box, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Okay. Wow, definitely dealing with a soul connection. I'm going to say this month, but I'm talking about from the middle of the month to the end for this reading. Definitely dealing with a soul connection. The main energy for this reading is the Six of Cups. This is no joke. This is really, really deep. The Six of Cups is talking about not only like a soul connection, but also somebody that you have a lot of memories with, a lot of deep history with. So this is a really, really beautiful energy. In the recent past, you get the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Swords. There's a lot of evaluating and assessing here. You're really spending a lot of time up in your head trying to think things through, trying to analyze things. There's definitely a desire here to work on things, right? But I don't necessarily see that action being taken in the recent past simply because you're trying to make sure that it makes sense for you to do that. I do see you spending a lot of mental energy trying to think and analyze and be like, okay, is this the right path? Is this the right path? Should I do this? Should I do that? There's a lot of confusion here about the best course of action for you in the recent past. In the current situation, you get the Death, the Five of Pentacles, and the Judgment. You're showing me that it's time to cut something out. Now, not necessarily this connection, right? The Death is all about transitions and transformation. And you're showing me whatever it is that I need to put an end to, whatever it is that needs to shift and transform within the soul connection. There is a fear of loss here. There is a fear of experiencing pain here, but you're aware of that. And you're showing me despite that, right? I'm fine with it. Like, I've made this decision. I've gotten this clarity. I've kind of accepted it. So we'll see exactly what it is that you feel like you need to let go of in the current situation. In the near future, you get the Four of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Again, very strong bond and very strong connection showing up here for you. However, alongside that, there's a lot of questioning. There's a lot of, do I do this? Should I do that? And the reason you're constantly thinking and thinking and thinking is because the Five of Cups is showing up here. This is letting me know that there's a lot of past history, right, which is coming up in the near future that's causing you to question and doubt and wonder, like, is this the right course of action? Do I do this? Do I do that? How do I move forward? So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Six of Cups, which is the main energy for this reading, and see what that's all about. The Six of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Judgment. You get the Judgment again in the current situation. You're showing me that part of you does want a new beginning in love within this soul connection. But part of you is also very much aware, excuse me, that you want it, but you don't 100% know if you should want it. So what I mean by that, it's kind of like, I really want coffee right now, but I don't know if I should want coffee because, I've already had a cup of coffee. Maybe having another cup of coffee isn't going to be the best idea. I don't want to have too much caffeine, might make me jittery. Obviously, this isn't about a cup of coffee, Cancer. This is all about having a new beginning in love within the soul connection. So you're trying to kind of come up, make a decision or make up your mind, essentially, about whether or not a new beginning in love is something that you want and should pursue within this soul connection. Let's take a look at the recent past. Start off by clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. Also, Cancer, if you're enjoying these mid-month readings, please let me know in the comments below. This is something I've recently started doing. I usually only do monthly readings. Let me know if this is something you want me to keep doing, or if you're like, nope, just once a month is fine for us. Seven of Pentacles in the recent past is clarified by the Emperor, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. You're trying to evaluate and assess, excuse me, sheesh. You're really trying to evaluate and assess here from a place of confidence. You're trying to figure out, what do I do? Do I want to come in and offer this person my love? Do I want to pursue this, right? Is this something that actually lights me up inside? But you want to make sure that whatever decision you make, it's not coming from a place of weakness, a place of doubt, a place of impulsivity. You really want to make sure that you're in a position where you feel confident, you feel empowered, you feel stable, and that's the action-oriented energy that you want to take. And that's why you're showing me in the recent past, I'm trying to evaluate and assess whether or not I do actually want this, whether or not I do actually want to do this, right? It's very level-headed how you're approaching this, which I kind of admire. Let's take a look at the Eight of Swords in the recent past, Cancer. Eight of Swords is clarified by the Three of Wands, Five of Wands, Knight of Cups. Same thing. You're just waiting. You're showing me like, look, I know I'm not going to wait forever. I'm just, at least in the recent past, I'm not in a position to take action. I'm still very conflicted if I even want this, if this is something that I want to pursue, if this is something that I should pursue. So I'm not really doing anything. I'm just going to sit here and wait and really think it through in terms of, do I want this? Do I want to pursue this? Now, I will say this, you're not just sitting there chilling, you're like, take it or leave it. You are thinking about this a lot. There's a lot of mental energy that's being devoted and dedicated to figuring out if you want this, if you should pursue this, etc. So I definitely do see you kind of exhausting yourself mentally here in the recent past, trying to figure out, like, what do I do and do I actually even want this? Let's take a look at the King of Swords in the recent past. King of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords again, and the Two of Swords. You do want this, but again, you're trying to come from a position of logic, of like real mental clarity here. You want to make sure that you're being practical and that you're taking action from a very level-headed place. And you're showing me, I just don't know, right? I really don't know. It's not like how I feel. I just genuinely don't know if I want this. And so even though you do feel like you do want to turn a new leaf, you don't know if you want to pursue this romantically or if you just kind of want to clear the energy with this person and kind of start a new slate with them, right? That's mainly your energy in the recent past. Same energy, just different forms. Let's take a look at the current situation. We're going to start off with the Death in the current situation. The Death is clarified by the High Priestess, the Death again, and the Sun. This is beautiful. You're getting all major arcana cards, which to me is letting me know that your higher self, your intuition is really coming into play to guide you here in the current situation. Deep, deep down, right, you know what the course of action is that you want to pursue. You're showing me there needs to happen like some sort of transition, some sort of transformation here. I need to let go of whatever it is that is not serving me. Your higher self, right, it knows what's not serving you. It knows what you need to let go of. It's your mind here in the recent past, here in the 3D world, which is confusing you. If you were able to silence your mind and really connect and align with your higher self like you are in the current situation, you wouldn't have had all this confusion in the recent past. It would be crystal clear for you, right? The Sun is all about clarity. But in the recent past, there was a lot of confusion because you were using your head instead of trying to connect to your higher self and your intuition. But it seems like in the current situation, your intuition is making it very clear what needs to happen. So let's see. Let's take a look at the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Five of Cups. You get the Five of Cups again in the near future. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to let go of, but it's difficult for you. You're showing me it's hard for me to do that, right? Because first of all, you are afraid of letting go of this long-term connection. You are afraid of losing, feeling that pain, feeling that sense of loss, feeling the fact that like this person is not going to be in your life anymore. It's very much that kind of an energy of like, uh-oh, what's going to happen if I do decide to take this course of action, which I feel aligned to do. It's hard for you, and that's where this confusion is stemming from. The past is also coming up, so I don't know if you and this person have broken up and gotten back together several times, or if maybe you've experienced like a separation in a different relationship, and it's now showing up in this one, and you're like, uh-oh, I don't want to feel that pain again. So that is definitely showing up in the current situation, making it a lot more difficult for you to really decide what to do. Let's take a look at the Judgment in the current situation. The Judgment is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Strength, and the Queen of Swords. You're making the decision to work on things with this person. Despite the fact that it's hard, despite the fact that it's difficult, you're showing me that's what makes sense for me to do, okay? This is what logically, practically, like if I take my emotions out of it, this is what I need to do. However, in the fact that you are rebuilding this connection with this person and you're trying to essentially rebuild that trust, you're also making it very clear what your boundaries are. So if at some point in the past this person has tested your boundaries, disrespected them, in the current situation you're like, I'm going to pursue this. I'm going to move forward. We're going to rebuild this connection, rebuild the trust. However, I will be crystal clear on what my boundaries are, and I will not allow them to be disrespected. And that seems to be a very, very big energy that's showing up for you in the current situation with this decision that you're making. Let's clarify the near future and start off with the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. There's a little bit of waffling here, back and forth for you. You do want to work on things with this person. You are investing the energy in building, creating, right? Essentially like recreating this connection and rebuilding the trust. But there's a little bit of, I don't trust you, so I pull back. But then I want to keep working on this, so I come back in because I feel a very strong bond and a very strong connection with you. But then that fear of that lack of trust that I have also comes, like pops back up, so I kind of pull back again. So there's a little bit of back and forth for you in the near future. When it comes to this person, right? It's kind of like I walk away, I come back. I'm invested, I'm not invested. And this is only coming from a place of fear because you do not trust this person 100%, okay? It's not too bad. Like this is pretty typical when you're rebuilding trust, right? The trust needs to be rebuilt. And sometimes we do have a fear that our trust is going to get betrayed again. So we kind of like pull back to protect ourselves, which is kind of what I see a little bit of in the near future here. Let's take a look at the Page of Swords in the near future. Page of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Cups, King of Wands, King of Cups. You do question and doubt whether or not this person is actually in it for love or if this is just all a game to them, right? You are still maintaining your emotional distance because you're rebuilding trust. You don't 100% trust this person. You're working on creating and rebuilding and all of that. But there comes a point here where you're and I do feel like this is more your fear, Cancer, I'll be honest, where you're asking yourself, is this person actually, like, do they love me? Is this why they're doing all this work? Is this why they're investing all this energy, right? Is it because they love me, or is it because they're just trying to, like, win at this game to prove that, like, they got me back or that we're working on things and then they're going to disappear again? It's kind of like, what are they actually in this for? And I do feel like it's just fear because you're showing me, well, I guess time will tell and see. There's nothing that has actually happened here. This is just a question that comes up for you. Like, what's this person's end game? Is it because they care? Is it because we're aligned in terms of love? Or is it because they're just trying to play a game? Let's see if it clarifies a little bit with the Five of Cups. And again, Cancer, if you enjoy what I do, donation link is below. Any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Five of Cups in the near future is clarified by the Moon, the Page of Swords, which you just got, and the Ace of Swords. The universe is letting you know you don't see this quite yet, okay? It's not time for you. Divine timing is at play. You're not seeing this quite yet, but you're going to get a lot of clarity about these doubts. You're going to get a lot of the question that you have, are they in it for love? Are they in it to play a game? It's going to become crystal clear, and it seems like they're in it for actual love. They're wiping the slate clean. They want to work on things with you. They want to restore this equal give and take with you. And they really do want to start fresh with you here. So it doesn't seem like they're playing any games. It seems like they really are in it for love. But the universe is like, yeah, Cancer, you don't see it yet because it's not time for you to see it. Divine timing is at play here. Everything will be revealed to you in due time. So let's take a look and see what the universe wants you to keep in mind, Cancer, for this reading. From the universe, you get the Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, Two of Pentacles. This ending was difficult. I can see that whatever happened between the two of you was very difficult. It was very cumbersome. It really left you feeling defeated, right? And you're showing me, I do want us to move into much calmer energy, much more balanced energies. Like, I want to move away from like the difficult energies to much more balanced energies. But I don't know if that's possible. I'm still a little bit confused. The universe is like, hey, just chill. It will all become revealed to you in due time. But it does seem like you're both working towards the same goal. You both want the same things. I do just see you, because you do have a lack of trust in this person, which seems pretty normal given the circumstances. I do see you kind of questioning their intentions sometimes and not really 100% trusting them, but that seems to get resolved in the near future. So Cancer, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, leave a comment below if you enjoy these type of videos, if you want me to keep doing mid-monthlies, if there's any other type of videos you would like to see. I want to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, Cancer, and I'll see you here on the next one.